Jai Shri Ram, here are some very thought provoking moral dilemmas for you. The trolley problem. A trolley is heading down a track where five people are tied up. You're standing next to a lever that can switch the trolley to another track where only one person is tied up. If you pull the lever, you save five people but cause the death of one. Do you pull the lever? It's a very good one. Please try to honestly answer this question. We'll discuss it later. The next, lifeboat dilemma. You and four other people are stranded on a lifeboat with limited supplies. There is only enough food and water for four people to survive, and one person will have to be thrown overboard to save the others. How do you decide who should be sacrificed? That's a good one. Physician's dilemma. Take a screenshot and work on it. A doctor has five patients, each of whom needs an organ transplant to survive. There is one healthy person in the hospital who is a perfect match for all the five patients. The doctor could kill this healthy person to save the five, but doing so would be murder. Should the doctor proceed? The broken promise dilemma. You promised a friend that you would help them with something important, but when the time comes, you realize it will interfere with your family's urgent needs. Will you break your promise to your friend or go against your family's needs? I think I will answer this very simple. Very simply. I will break my promise. My family comes first. There's no. Anyway, the stealing dilemma. You are starving and come across a loaf of bread in a store. You have no money and you cannot afford the bread. But if you don't steal it, you will likely die from hunger. Do you steal the bread or let yourself steal? Come on. Are Baba, these fellows have looted every country thanks to their holy book, uh, established dominion over the earth and land and sea and all that. They converted, killed, inquisitions, crusades, and now they are asking this silly question: would you steal? Height of hypocrisy. The parent's dilemma. You have a child who has committed a serious crime and is facing severe punishment. If you intervene, you could make the crime go away, but you would be sacrificing the value of justice for the sake of your child. Should you protect your child or allow the law to take its course? I don't want to answer this. Not now, at least. The survival of the fittest. You are lost in the wilderness with a small group of people, and one person is seriously injured and slowing the group down. If the group continues to help them, everyone may die, but if they leave the injured person behind, they have a better chance of survival. What should the group do? Oh my god. Corporate dilemma. You work for a company that is destroying the environment. You realize the damage caused by the company and know that the profits from their actions contribute to human suffering. However, quitting would mean losing your livelihood, and staying would make you complicit in the destruction. What would you do? Hmm. Okay, the shots is over, so let's expand. Corporate dilemma. You work for a company that's destroying the environment. You realize the damage caused by the company, and you know that the profits from their actions contributed to human suffering. Quitting would mean losing your livelihood, and staying would mean you're complicit in the destruction. What do you do? Hmm. I cannot afford to lose my livelihood, right? So I'll stay back and try to bring about uh, change. I don't know how I'm going to do that. So it all depends on the specifics, right? How could such a company become such a huge company in the first place when the whole government must have given licenses and all that, right? So, uh, destroying some amount of destruction of environment is inevitable for the sake of civilization. That might sound like a rationalization, but then, so all this has to be taken into account. I cannot afford to lose my livelihood. In case if I manage to, of course, I'll start looking for a job, alternative. And if I manage to get hired somewhere, I'll get out of this company and then attack the company. That's also a possibility. The savior or sacrifice dilemma. You are in a situation where you can either save your loved one from certain death by sacrificing your own life or do nothing and let nature take its course. Would you sacrifice yourself? I would sacrifice myself. Yes, absolutely. There's no doubt about that. The truth versus harm. You know a secret about someone that could ruin their life, but revealing it will hurt people close to them. Hurt people close to them. You know a secret about someone that could ruin their life, but revealing it will hurt people close to them. Do you tell the truth and risk hurting others, or keep quiet and let the person live in ignorance? What is this? Yeah, the question has not been framed properly. That could ruin their life. If you tell them the secret about their life which they don't know, it will ruin their life. But revealing it will hurt people close to them. Ah, I think I'll let the person live in ignorance, because why ruin that life? Each of these dilemmas has no clear right or wrong answer, and different people may prioritize values like loyalty, justice, happiness, and survival in varying ways. Which one resonates most with you? I think the last one has to be rephrased. Uh, Corporate dilemma, I think that's easy. Survival of the fittest. One person is seriously injured and slowing. If the group continues to help him, that person, everyone may die. May die. So it's a may. But if they leave the injured person behind, they have a better chance. Now, what is a better chance? Come on. We cannot become like uh, so selfish, mean, right? It's a may, and it's a better chance. What should the group do? The group should help them, because you never know, you could be the victim next, right? So, survival of the fittest. No, that is what the Western civilizations taught the world, and committed all kinds of crimes in the name of saving the fellow. Inquisition, crusade, conversion, proselytization, god damn it, all kinds of religious wars. 9 crusades have been fought. These two desert cults, they have ruined the whole planet, and they continue to do so. In Hinduism, we believe in the survival, no, the sacrifice of the fittest. Hinduism teaches you the sacrifice of the fittest, and these desert cults are talking about survival of the fittest. That is the law of the jungle. We Hindus don't believe in the law of the jungle. We believe in dharma, and Rama is our ideal, our cultural icon. The parent's dilemma. You have a child who has committed a serious crime and is facing severe punishment. Now it depends on the crime. Okay, let's say he is into drugs. I will save that fellow, because, well, my rationalization is simple. Arey, big drug lords are running entire countries here. Eh? And when alcohol is flowing, alcohol is the worst of all drugs. It should be banned first. For some strange reason, alcohol is flowing everywhere, while other drugs are banned. And in some countries, they are executing, killing people, capital punishment for drug peddling and all that. I think that is not right. Well, anyway, depends on what is that serious crime we are talking about. Okay, suppose the child has committed murder. Ah, if you intervene, you can make the crime go away. But you will be sacrificing the value of justice for the sake of your child. Now, even if it is murder, I will look at it, and of course, I'm assuming that uh, you could get away. You would be sacrificing, allow the law to take its course. Sacrificing the value of justice. That means I can get away with it. I will save my child, damn it. You have created a bloody society where criminals are sitting in the parliament, yeah? And all kinds of thugs and rascals. It's a total kakistocracy, kleptocracy, dongala rajam, uh, kakistocracy, ruled by the worst. And then you are trying to preach morality to me? If my child, uh, unfortunately, that won't happen because of my upbringing, that would never happen. But just in case, it's possible. It's a gutter outside. So once he steps outside the home, he'll be influenced by all these things. The movies, look at the bloody Bollywood, Bollywood, Urdu wood, Mafia wood. And so the child can become a criminal. I'll do everything possible to save that fellow and reform him. Because actually, if he had been committing any crime, with my knowledge, then I would take him to task. So there is no such possibility here. Ah, to hell with your bloody justice, yaar. 5 crore cases are pending, and bloody the whole You can't even criticize them. Contempt of court. They're bloody corrupt down to the core. And then you are trying to preach morality to me. Forget it. Or even criminals. You know, if you look at the first prime minister, he lost the election, but he ended up. I'm not even taking the name because this is the situation we are living in. What kind of a democracy? Some rascal might get angry and file a case against me. Our first prime minister was a criminal. He lost the election and foisted himself on us. And there's another criminal who asked Sardar Patel to withdraw. I wonder why Sardar Patel withdrew. He could have told this man that, listen, after winning the elections, who are you to tell me to withdraw? So this whole thing is seriously fucked up. Snafu. Situation normal, all fucked up. Snafu situation. Fubar, Fubar. Huh? Fucked up beyond all recognition. The stealing dilemma. That's a simple one. You will have to steal. Apadharma. Even Vishwamitra stole. Broken promise. I think my friends will understand. Family first. Huh? I can break any promise for the sake of my family. Physician's dilemma. No, I won't do that. I cannot kill this healthy person. Sorry. I cannot live with that. Lifeboat dilemma. Thrown overboard to save the others. Only enough. And one person will have to be thrown overboard to save the other. How do you decide who should be sacrificed? Hey Ram. That's not easy. I'll probably sacrifice myself. Trolley problem, well, it depends. I will pull the lever because saving 5 lives is better than allowing 5 lives to be killed. Okay, but if you add some more information that the 5 people are criminals or rapists, then I'll let the train go and kill them. So it all depends on more information. So as information keeps piling on, my decision is going to change. As of now, I'll pull the lever. You can save the 5 people because 5 is a bigger number. It's as simple as that. Remember, dharma is contextual. Dharma is not fixed. What is dharma in one situation could become adharma in another. You know, Sri Krishna narrates in the Mahabharata an example. While advising Yudhishthira, he brings up 2 examples. One is Balaka. Balaka was a hunter who killed a blind beast, a blind animal. And by killing that, he went to heaven. This is a story narrated by Krishna. And why? That blind beast was actually a terrible beast and it was killing all other animals indiscriminately. So, by killing this blind, seemingly helpless, hapless beast, this man saved the lives of many other innocent beasts, animals. So he was taken to heaven. This is a Krishna story. And then Kaushik, Krishna mentions the name of a person who reveals the whereabouts of some merchants who were running away from a group of dacoits. These merchants hid in a particular place. Kaushik told the dacoits where they were hiding because Kaushik had the reputation of being a Satyavadi. He always spoke the truth. So he told the truth about where the merchants were hiding with their wealth. The dacoits went there, looted them, and killed those people. And this fellow Kaushik landed in heaven, hell. So Krishna tells Yudhishthira these 2 stories in order to convince him that it is now necessary. Oh Yudhishthira, it's amazing, Krishna Lila. Krishna is telling Yudhishthira, now if you do not tell a lie and ensure the death of Drona, we will all die. So please help us. Please save our lives. See the irony of the situation. Krishna is requesting Yudhishthira, please save all our lives by telling a lie. And then because Yudhishthira is not going to listen so easily, so Krishna tells these 2 examples of Balaka the hunter who killed a a hapless, helpless, blind animal, and actually went to heaven by doing so. And it was an act of cruelty, but he went to heaven. And then Kaushik, who told the truth as a Satyavadi, and landed up in hell. Because he should, in that situation, Kaushik should have told a lie. Because by telling a lie and saving a life, huh, that would be dharma. And here, seemingly adharma actually is dharma. This is the greatest lesson that Krishna taught. And in our history, Prithviraj Chauhan failed. He should have killed Gori. Prataparudra failed. He should have slaughtered Khilji. He defeated Khilji. Aliya Ramarayulu, Krishna Devaraya also, Bahmani Sultans, the leader of the Bahmani Sultans, Adil Shah, he kissed the feet of Krishna Devaraya, and Krishna Devaraya set them free. Actually, five Bahmani Sultans, all of them were defeated, routed by Krishna Devaraya. Krishna Devaraya should have slaughtered all of them. Because Chinnapamaina Pedda Karata Kota. A deadly snake, if it gets into your house, a viper, it can kill anybody, even if it's a small one. And in fact, the small ones are more dangerous than the big ones, nevertheless. So, if a snake gets into my house and if it's a deadly viper, eh, and I'm not, I don't have any knowledge about snakes. Even if that snake were a non-poisonous snake, since I am not an expert, I won't know, and I won't hesitate to kill it. Right? You too won't. So, when you're dealing with these invaders, आततायिनः अग्निदो गरदश्चैव शस्त्रपाणि धनापहारकः क्षेत्रदारा अपहारी च षडेते आततायिनः. See, in the first chapter, Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna says that these fellows are atatayinaha, that means aggressors. But we are people who are knowledgeable, so we can't stoop to their level. And the Shastras will tell you, like I just said, Agnido Garadaschaiva Shastrapani Dhanapaharakaha, one who sets fire, an arsonist. Garada, that means poison, one who poisons the rivers or water or tries to poison you. Agnido Garadaschaiva Shastrapani, who comes with weapons in his hand. Shastrapani Dhanapaharakaha, who loots you of your wealth. Kshetra Dara Apaharicha, who captures your land, king, who topples the government, who invades, all the invaders, Babar and all these scoundrels who invaded our country, Gori, Ghazni, all the Muslim invaders and the Christian invaders, all of them, Portuguese, all of them. Kshetra Dara, that means one who kidnaps, picks up your wife, your mother, sister, daughter. They are all called Atatayinaha, Shadete Atatayinaha. And the Smruti goes on, Vishnu Smruti, Vashishta Smruti. The Shastra says that Na Atatayina Vadhe Dosho. There is nothing wrong. It's not a dosha, it's not a crime to kill these Atatayinaha. So that is the main thrust, the lesson of the Bhagavad Gita. So, I hope you enjoyed the small discussion. Jai Shri Ram.